is Antoinette from Smartneedle. Today I am so happy to share with you my brand new collection called Chickie Charms. This adorable collection features the sweetest little contour chickens stitched in bright, cheerful colors, all placed inside a beautiful oval scallop topper that give the whole design such a playful look. What I love about this project is how versatile it is. The collection includes both the contour chicken designs, so you can do whatever you want with them, and also the scallop topper. And it comes in 4 different hoop sizes. You can choose the size that works best for your machine and your table. Once the embroidery is finished, you can also add cotton cord around the edge that give that mat extra height, texture, and that beautiful dimensional finish. Contour embroidery is one of my favorite techniques because it's simple, fast to stitch, and the results are amazing. With just a single thread color, the stitching creates natural shadings and dimensions that really bring these cute little chickies to life. So grab some of your favorite spring fabrics, maybe a few pieces from your leftover folder, and let's get started stitching these super cute Chickie Charm projects together. Okay, let's hoop 1 layer of tear away stabilizer, and then we're going to run the first spool color over the stabilizer. Please remember that all my embroidery designs can be done in a single needle embroidery machine or a multi-needle embroidery machine. Then, after your guideline has been done over the stabilizer, we're going to cover it with 2 or 3 pieces of cotton batting. It's depending of the size you're doing. If you're doing the big pot holder, that will be 3 layers. The medium, 2 layers, and the small, 1 layer. And then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the cotton batting to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim the cotton batting all around it. Now that the cotton batting has been trimmed, we're going to cover the whole area with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach that pattern fabric to the project. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will do the first applique guideline as the video shows. Now it is time to prep our applique fabric. I highly recommend using heat and bond since we're doing blanket applique. This will help prevent the edges from frying and will give you a beautiful clean finish. Just follow along with the video and iron the front and the back of your fabric so the heat and bond adhere really well. Take your time and make sure everything is nicely pressed. After that, trim away the excess of heat and bond. And don't throw those little pieces away. Save the leftovers for future projects. You know I always say those small scraps come in handy later. A lot of my clients ask me which heat and bond I use. As you can see here, this is the box I personally use. It's great quality, come in a big roll, and is very easy to pull, cut, and store. You can find the same one in my Amazon storefront. The link for all the notions and materials I use here at the Smartneedle are listed right under the video description. Now we're going to cover the whole applique guideline with our heat and bond applique fabric. Just make sure you remove the paper backing from the heat and bond before laying it down. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach that heat and bond applique fabric to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Now keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will start doing the quilted pattern over the heat and bond fabric as the video shows. Now let's start stitching the contour embroidery design. These cute little chickies are a sweet family with mom, dad, and their teeny little one, and I just love them. Contour embroidery is honestly one of my favorite techniques. It's simple, is stitched fairly quickly, and the results are absolutely amazing. The beautiful 3D effect it creates is so special. With regular embroidery, you will usually need many different thread color changes to create shadows and depth, but contour embroidery achieves that look using just a single thread color. The natural separation between the stitching lines allow the design to create its own dimension, giving the figures a soft, shaded appearance that feels very natural. It is incredible how this technique brings so much depth and life to the design. As you can see here, the machine is stitching all those teeny details that make these little chickies truly come alive. Okay, we're almost done with our round pot holder or mug rug, depending on how you plan to use it. Now we're going to close the back using the envelope style finish. Cut two pieces of fabric long enough so that when you fold each one in half, they will each cover half of the project. Press them nicely so the fold is crisp. Place them on the back with the folded edge facing toward the center of the project. Make sure those folded edge meets in the middle. Then overlap the two pieces about 1.5 to 2 inches, just like I'm showing you in the video. Once everything is aligned, place it back to the embroidery machine and run the last spool color. The machine will stitch a tack down stitch all around the edge, securing all the fabric layers together and finishing the back beautifully. And just like that, your project is nicely enclosed and almost ready for the final step. Now it is time to unhook your project. Carefully remove it from the hoop and trim all around the outer line, leaving about 1/4 inch seam allowance. I highly recommend that you do not throw away your stabilizer leftovers. I always save mine for future projects. Here at the Smart Needle, we reuse as much as we can. It's very useful and help us save money too. In future videos, I will show you exactly how we reuse all those stabilizer scraps. Once everything is trimmed, turn your project right side out through the envelope opening. Gently push out the edges and shape your circle nicely so it looks smooth and round. Now give it a good press. Iron the front and the back so the hidden bond can do its magic and everything lays nice and flat. This step really makes a difference in the final look. And just like that, we are ready for the final steps. As you can see here, on the very last outer edge of the cord, I added the same fabric I used for my embroidery project. I'm going to show you how to cover a piece of cord with matching fabric. This step is totally optional. You absolutely don't have to do it, but I just want to show you how it's done in case you like that extra coordinated look. It's a beautiful way to make everything match perfectly and give your project a more finished, custom touch. Okay, now let's cut our fabric strips. Using your rotary cutter, cut strips about 1.5 inches wide. If your fabric is not long enough, do not worry at all. You can attach several pieces together just like I did. I'm working with a fabric where I only had a small piece and it worked perfectly. Next, we're going to add a sprayed adhesive to the back of the fabric strip and also likely to the cord. I like to use a piece of cardboard underneath to protect my table while I'm spraying. Now place the cord along the top edge of the fabric strip and gently start rolling it down until the cord is full cover. I recommend doing it in smaller sections. If the fabric strip is too long, it can become difficult to handle and might not wrap as smooth. There are different ways people wrap cords, but I like this method because it keeps the cord wrap very clean, tight, and smooth, and that gives you a beautiful finished look. Now we are going to start wrapping the cotton cord all around the embroidery piece. To begin, I cut the end of the cord at an angle. This helps when the cord comes around again so it blends smoothly into the first layer without creating a bulky bump. Slow your sewing machine down a little and begin stitching using a wide zigzag stitch, just like I'm showing you in the video. Make sure the zigzag catches both sides of the cord as you guide it carefully around the circle. Wrap as many rounds as you like. I did 6 wraps, and that gives me a very nice diameter, perfect for a placemat or larger table mat. For the last 2 rounds, I switched to the fabric cover cord we just made. This gives the edge a beautiful coordinated finish that matches the center embroidery piece. To finish, cut the end of the cord at the angle again so it blends nicely. Then create a small loop at the end to give the whole project a polished decorative finish. And just like that, how cute! Oh my god, I just love that. And here they are. I made all three of them so you can see the different fabric combinations and they are just adorable. The cord gives the whole project such a beautiful texture and structure, and that fabric cover border is truly the finished touch. They can be as big as you like depending of how much cord you use. That's what makes this project so fun and customizable. The cotton cord I use is available under the video description along with all the material I use here at the smartneedle. This placement set is absolutely perfect for my Easter decor this year, and I cannot wait to use them on my table. Go ahead and start yours. I'm pretty sure your family will love them. They are nice, heavy, thick enough for a full plate meals and just beautiful and festive. So cozy, so colorful, and so special. And now it's time for our sweepstake giveaway. For this video, I'm giving away some really fun sewing goodies. The winner will receive a large plastic macaron filled with colorful embroidery bobbins, a beautiful light purple sewing tool organizer to keep your favorite tools handy, and a bundle of 6 gorgeous spring-themed fat quarters from Moda. Perfect for creating bright and cheerful projects like the one we stitched today. To participate, please leave a comment under this video and tell me what do you think about the Chickie Charm project, or what fabrics would you love to use for your mats. No purchase necessary to enter, and please note that YouTube is not sponsoring or associated with this giveaway in any way. Also, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and have notifications turned on so you will know when I announce the winner, because it might be you. This giveaway is open to US residents only, since international shipping can be very expensive. I will randomly select one winner from the comments and announce it soon. Good luck to everyone, and thank you so much for participating. I hope you had as much fun stitching these sweet little chickies as I did. It's such a joyful spring project, and I absolutely love how the scallop toppers and the cotton cord give this mat that beautiful movement and texture. I can't wait to see the wonderful fabric combinations you create, especially when you start mixing those colorful scraps from your leftovers. Please make sure you share your finished project with me. I truly love seeing what you make and how you bring these designs to life in your own sewing space. Thank you so much for stitching along with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.